Hey everyone, this is Borvak here with another Ramble review. I'm actually going to try to make this one quick, but we'll see how it goes. I'm actually covering my first Marvel comic book on this channel, I'm happy to say, X-Men Gold number 23. And I like how it says up here, Cruel and Unusual Part 1. That's a good selling point. Cruel and Unusual is a good title. We've got some cool, really stylized red cuffed figures here. Makes me want to know what's going on. Actually, it looks like they might be wearing their costumes still. She's wearing, that's her X-Men outfit. But I like how it says, part one. You know you're coming in at the beginning of an arc. I think there's one issue after this to get current, but I flipped my way back to find part one to start out at the beginning. We'll see where this goes. So again, nice cover. I like how Kitty Pryde looks like a woman. She's got the curves. I miss the longer hair. I hope they bring that back soon. And she was a little more petite, a little smaller. You can't really tell how tall she is here due to no one else to compare her with, them all being in the background. But yeah, I like how she's portrayed here, other than the short hair. I like Kitty Pryde with longer hair. I think she looks prettier. Um, but we'll jump right in, get some character introductions. We've got some weird stuff about the negative zone going on here that doesn't really play into the story, but it's probably teasing something that's going to happen later. So kind of creepy stuff. We'll just skip right into the actual story. Kitty Pryde is being escorted into prison, and she's about to meet her cellmate. Apparently, previously, again, I haven't read any recent X-Men. What is this, Gold? Yeah, I haven't read any previous issues, but apparently Mesmero, it says in the kind of the catch up here, Mesmero tricked them into telepathically into attacking an NIPD SWAT team, which sounds like a bad idea. Maybe a good idea for him, bad idea for them, but they had no choice. They were under his control, of course. So she's being led in, and she's got an old, not so much a friend in prison that she doesn't really want to share a cell with. And I guess her name's Callisto. They have a history, so they talk for a little bit. They don't really like each other, but Callisto's not actively trying to kill her right now, so that's good at least. In the meantime, the rest of the X-Men are eating lunch. It looks like everyone's kind of keeping an eye on things, trying to figure out how things are going down, figuring out the pecking order, feeling the new ladies out. And this girl here, she is who is that? That's Rachel. You guys are gonna know these characters better than I do, probably. Okay, so she's Rachel Gray. So is she Scott and Jean's daughter from an alternate dimension, or is she Jean's sister? I don't know. Let me know if you know. I don't know. But she's having some after effects from a previous engagement with another mutant that doesn't really play out here either. But again, this issue feels like they're setting a lot of things up. We've got Iceman here heading back to basically take over the Xavier School while Kitty is incarcerated with her team, because they got to help protect New York City. And so he's back from his solo book. So we might not get this. We might not have had this story, or at least not Iceman in this story, if it weren't for the Iceman book being canceled. And I like how he's portrayed in this issue. Rogue invites him back. He makes a few jokes. They kind of joke about it. He's very, very humble, self-deprecating jokes. It's not over the top. They're not funny, and they're not supposed to be funny. They're just kind of, well, I'm back. And I like it. I think it suits him. It's not trying to be funny and then failing. It's not super silly. He feels out of place, and he's making that clear. But Rogue is trying to comfort him and say, he'll do fine. So we're going to meet his team that he's going to be training, that they're going to be using to, try to help protect New York while Kitty Pryde is gone. And in the meantime, in the men's wing, the male general population portion of the prison, we've got the male X-Men who have been incarcerated along with Kitty Pryde. They're getting in a fight with the other male inhabitants of the prison. And again, I guess they're called prisoners, right? Male inhabitants of a prison. male prisoners. But I'm sure they're not starting the fight. They're just having to defend themselves here. They wouldn't be picking fights in prison if they didn't have to. But they're going to beat them down, and they're kind of worried though because they're getting a lot of attacks. What does he say? 4. This is the 4th fight they've been in one day. Yeah. So people are out to get them. This isn't a good position to be in, and they're worried about the ladies, as they should be. Meanwhile, we've got the other X-Men. They're doing a training test against Magneto, and they get their butts kicked, really, basically handed to them. Iceman says something about, this guy's been beating me since I was 12. A nice little historical thing. I like his costume. He's got the long pants, but the no sleeves lets him show off more of his ice on his arms instead of just his face. It looks really nice, the blue and the yellow and the black. Really like his costume. Again, really like how he's portrayed in this, just able to take control, a little, kind of manly, but not overly confident, not full of himself. I like that. So they paused the program, and they did not beat this fake Magneto. Someone comes to the door and says, hey, there's someone to see you. It's this guy. He is from a previous story arc. He's a guy been running around in Pyro's costume. I don't know anything about this, but he says, hey, I want to join the X-Men. I want to make things right. And then Iceman says no, but Rogue says yes. So they come to a compromise, and, don't make me regret my decision. So we'll see what, again, this issue feels like a lot of setup. Again, I'm going to say that again. We go back to the ladies, and here's more setup. What's her name? This girl that we were introduced to back at the beginning, the cellmate for Callisto. Her name is Callisto. Yeah, Kitty Pryde's cellmate. She's saying, hey, there's the big girl in town, the alpha. She's on her way, and she wants to show you who's boss. And no, I didn't put her up to this, but I'm going to have a fun time watching, she says. And that leads us to kind of a cliffhanger. These ladies are going to get into a fight. Some guy joined the X-Men. Some weird thing with the negative zone. We got a couple of fights. We got a setup for a fight. We got a fake fight in the danger room. And we had a fight in the prison in the male's wing. So we did have a couple of quick fights. And then we've got just a lot of setup. So I'm curious to see. I know the other issue is already out. I'll probably pick it up. I would, depending on how the next issue goes, I don't know if I recommend this yet or not. But it's not bad. I do wish that Kitty Pryde, they look really cute. The women look really cute in this. I like that. Here's Captain America in Donald Trump's America. I wish they would give Kitty Pryde, give her the long hair again, thin out her jawline, make her look more like a woman, make her look like a girl. She's I'm used to her being a more petite girl, not this big, tall, towering, broad-shouldered Justin Bieber. But overall, fix her. And I think this is an overall good setup for a story. We'll see how the next issue comes. I feel like this is a little bit of a bait and switch. Got a very effeminate, obviously more time spent on the artwork on the cover because it's just one piece as opposed to all the art that needs to be done on the interior. But we've got this very effeminate, very curvy Kitty Pryde. Probably a little too tall. Probably, could use longer hair. Maybe slim her down a little bit, make her look a little more youthful like the Kitty Pryde that I'm used to, at least. But you've still got a very, very effeminate Kitty Pryde here. And then you come over here and you've got this broad-shouldered, bean sprout, tall, square-jawed, almost a man, not quite. So again, I'm not a fan of that. You just make her, you give us back the Kitty Pryde we're used to. That's all I want. But I can't say I dislike this story. I almost didn't pick up the issue because I'm wary of anything with Kitty Pryde in it because I don't like how she's been portrayed recently. But so a little bit of a bait and switch there maybe, but we'll see how this goes. I like this cover, really stylized. I like the artwork. I like the style of the artwork. It's very stylized as well, and I like that. But again, I guess I give this a, a pseudo recommend. I'll give this a recommend. You'll know whether you want to pick this up or not based on my review here. If you liked what you saw, go read it for yourself. We kind of skimmed over and skipped several pages and skimmed over the rest of it. So again, you like it, go read it for yourself. I like when they do this little face thing. That's cool. Those are the people in the issue, aren't they? At least some of them. Maybe not. Is that Old Man Logan? He's not in it. Still cool. But yeah, if you like this, go pick it up. I don't know what these X's are, but they look cool. And I'm going to stop talking before I start rambling more than I intend to. So we'll see. I'm gonna pick up the next issue next week if they have it, because I want to see what happens next, and we'll get a better idea from there how this arc is gonna go. I'll let you guys know my feelings on that too. Let me know what your feelings are in the comment section below. I was brief today. I'm proud of myself. But yeah, those are my thoughts. Let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks. Bye.